A little while ago, I put out part 1 of my Nintendo GameCube widescreen project, which aims to bring as many GameCube games in widescreen as possible to you guys, by simply providing per game INI files for the Dolphin emulator, which skips all of that laborious hard work and setup for yourself. In part 1, I covered all of the native widescreen games, and in part 2 here, I'm covering all of the games that can be hacked into widescreen via AR and gecko codes. Now honestly, the second part of this project almost broke me, and I almost abandoned it, and this is because individual games have multiple codes available for them, so I needed to check every single source and then test the game to make sure that it was working correctly, which took ages. And just because a game has a widescreen code doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work, with some games still having pop-in and general jank, but I've made sure to leave those games out of this list. And speaking of that list of games, here it is, and I've put this over on the Launchbox forums and I'll pop the link for that in the description below. And there are 221 games that work well with their widescreen cheats. Now there may be a couple of codes that I could have missed despite spending hours scouring the internet, but this list will grow as I discover more. As you can probably tell from this list, I've also applied any enhancement codes as standard. So things like getting the PAL games to run in 60Hz even if they don't have it selectable in their menus, and other enhancements like 60 FPS for those games that allow for it. As for the INI files themselves, I've made these completely idiot proof. So for all games that need the widescreen hack disabled, I've done so on a per game basis in the INI file, so even if you have it on in your main setting, it's not going to interfere. And I've also done 2 versions of this download. So you've got aspect ratio 3, which is stretched to fit screen, and then I've done the other one to aspect ratio 1, which is forced to 16:9. And this is because some of these games come up just shy of 16:9. So I wanted to give everyone the option, if they wanted to stretch this to fit the window. But when you're forcing to 16:9, there'll be no stretching and no distortion. To download and use these files is really easy. So come back up to the top of this Launchbox forum page, again I'll pop the link for that in the description below, and just press download this file. And as you can see, you've got your forced 16:9 or your stretch to fit choices here. So download your preferred one. Once you've done that, just open up the zip folder. No need to unzip it because the files are so small. And with the Dolphin emulator, we want to go into the user folder, game settings, select all of these and just move them across, or just copy and paste them however you like to do it. I'm just going to wait for that to transfer across with my crusty old PC. Come on, there we go. Super. Now if you don't have a user folder here, it means that Dolphin is not in portable mode, in which case that user folder will be in the app roaming data on your C drive. But you can put Dolphin into portable mode by simply creating a text document and calling it portable, and you don't need to put anything in it. And from here you can play some games in widescreen. It's as easy as that. Now there is one more thing to note. Because we're drawing more stuff into the frame, it's a bit more demanding on your hardware, so you might need to do some performance tweaks per game to get these games running at 100%. Now if you like today's content, slam me a thumbs up, and if you want to keep up to date with all this widescreen goodness, you know what to do. And I'm going to leave you with some gameplay footage of the more notable titles. Adios.
just out of reach. The dagger of time. There was a treasure I could carry with pride as a trophy of our victory. If I could only get there.
All ships, avoid the Armada's fire. Aim for Oikone's flagship.
Here we go! Hey, Snippy, don't get cocky.
Slippy, you've already got bogeys on your tail.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble! Thanks, Fox. I thought I was a goner.
You haven't changed a bit, frog boy.
Cornelia Army now commencing third volley of cannon fire. Andross's ships are being destroyed one after the other.
We can't give up now.
Andross's fleet is dead ahead. They're everywhere.
Okay, Falco and Slippy, take the left side. Crystal and Fox, hit the right. Everyone strike, now!
All right! Hit them hard and don't hold back! Excellent! The enemy's offensive power is down!
What's that? Some kind of prototype?
That beam's devastating! Watch out, Fox! Roll to deflect its attack!
Take this, Fox. It'll replenish your shields a bit.
Fox, use this.
Got something on radar. Dead ahead and coming this way.
A stealth squadron! Look out!